Welcome to our continuing coverage of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. We're here for pivotal Game 4 with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the home floor for the series tonight in Toronto as the Raptors will be
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's Game 4 of the NBA.
The Air Canada Centre is filled to capacity. We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can. They're hoping for a miracle. They're going to lay it all on the line tonight as they look for their first win of this series.
And obviously, guys, they've got an uphill battle. I mean, nobody has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. But you just try to win one game, and you never know what happens injury-wise, momentum-wise, a crazy break here or there. So just win this one and give yourself a chance.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting 5 on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, the defensive tandem of Green and Leonard outside. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Parker in at the point guard. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Parker with the steal. Here's Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. The rebound by the Spurs. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
I think, Greg, everyone played their role so well, and I loved how aggressive the guys off the bench were in that one.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. We talked about the uphill battle his team is facing right now. He said, I'm trying to use the historical perspective of our situation in a different light. We could get down on ourselves, but I told my guys that we have a chance to make history if we can come back in these finals. Well, that is a way to spin it, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Knocked away.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
And Aldridge slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack. Fantastic
anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And they get it. DeRozan's shot is off.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
They kick it out to Green. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Aldridge has got 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Ibaka drawing the double team. Here's Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Second, LaMarcus Aldridge. The 4th spot held by Kawhi Leonard.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Powell, he's checked in for C.J. Miles.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. They grabbed their own miss. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Leonard dishes to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Nogueira, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Toronto has possession. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Gay kicks to Bertans. The putback, and Wright pulls it down. Raptors trail by 14. Down low, shot to stop the drought, and Nogueira with the lay-in. Good.
Ooh, that has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Well, you've got to be resilient when you start off that slow. Kept pounding away, and finally they make a bucket.
The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. DeRozan passes to Nogueira. It's his first trip to the line. And the free throw drops for Nogueira. And Nogueira drops them both. And so it's San Antonio with it. And Mills kicks to Laverne. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's DeRozan. Oh.
This guy does not mess around. DeMar DeRozan, spectacular. My goodness gracious, sir.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And Wright kicks to Nogueira. That one's not going to go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Murray. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Scooped up. Nogueira. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first free throw is good. White, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Second free throw, no good. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And you got to be cautious around Gay. He's phenomenal at using his wingspan there to swipe away the ball.
Here's DeRozan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's San Antonio riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lived.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he motivates.
And also give the confidence, and that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Anderson. White is out there with Mills, and there's Laverne, and it's Bertans in at the small forward. White drives in to the paint. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Raptors trail by 17. Now the dish to Nogueira. Three-pointer right. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
I'll tell you, there are guys in the league you can give that three-point attempt to. He is not one of those guys.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Well, guys, really good court vision, allowing DeRozan to make that pass. You know, he sees the play developing way in advance.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nogueira. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. CJ Miles, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeLon Wright. Just 5 on the clock. Valanciunas dishes to Powell. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Parker drives in and stolen by Kyle Lowry. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs leading by 14. Green, the pass to Aldridge. Screened by Parker. Aldridge can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Powell with it. Now Green defending. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
The shot off that time. Lowry against Parker. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Ibaka.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Lowry, rejected by Gasol. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Green kicks to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
Miles dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Miles. To the right side. Three-pointer, Lowry, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Ibaka, no luck.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range. It looks simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
To the middle. Ibaka, no luck.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball.
In the corner, Miles with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Miles has got himself on the board with 3 there. And finished off by Gay.
And we all know Gay is capable of dunking it. The D can't let him get to that launching pad there. You're only asking for trouble.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Nogueira's checked in for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Norman Powell, then for the Spurs. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. White comes in for Green, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Tony Parker. For Toronto, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. San Antonio also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for White. That one falls. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Here's DeRozan. Got a hand on it. Up in time. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's San Antonio. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports
and
Halftime
a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Checking out the Spurs. They're already up 3-0 in the series and now trying to make it a clean sweep. Just a dominant showing from them in the first half as they look primed and ready to hoist up the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. And that wraps up the halftime show.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back to On 2K. Spurs leading by 16. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Miles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Here's Green. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Green's got the first basket of the second half here for the Spurs. The Raptors shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Lowry against Parker. Here's the screen. Valanciunas passes to Ibaka. He can't get it to go. Aldridge with some nice D.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. Over Gasol. Again, Ibaka missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
DeRozan, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
I think I can make the case that DeMar DeRozan finishes through contact like a big man. This guy is tremendous at end one opportunities.
Spurs leading by 18. Gasol with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And the dunk by Aldridge.
This is what he does for this team. Provides consistent scoring that helps them get the lead and keep it.
And the Raptors call time here. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Right, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Berton is checked in. And the wide-open shot from Miles. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miles has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, this is where C.J. Miles has made his bones as an NBA player, right? We know he can make long-distance shots, spacing the defense.
Raptors trail by 17. And Wright kicks to Ibaka. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Ibaka's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, terrific penetration from the big man. Ibaka putting his athleticism to good use.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 18 points for Aldridge.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Screen by Valanciunas. Wright dishes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I tell you, you allow Jonas Valanciunas space and he will throw it down. He's got the size and length to make it look easy.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. DeRozan in the corner. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And Wright kicks to Valanciunas. There's the pick. Down low. Here's Ibaka. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ibaka's got 8 points.
You simply cannot let Serge Ibaka get into a rhythm from that range. His mid-range is as good as it gets.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Nogueira, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Wright. Here's Murray. It's tipped. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Siakam. Feeds it to DeRozan. Fires from 18. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Gay can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 17. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Powell for 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Anderson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
On the wing, DeRozan. Pass to Siakam. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Toronto, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. And he makes the first. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's DeRozan. Plays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the low post play of DeMar DeRozan is starting to demand some attention. This guy is so well-rounded offensively.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. Powell for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Powell's got 5 now.
You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged with them.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Raptors trail by 15. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Laverne is out there with Anderson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in at the 5. Lowry kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Anderson. San Antonio leading by 15. Mills dishes to Anderson. He gets it in there. Anderson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside DeRozan. He feeds it to Lowry. Now here's Nogueira. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Nogueira passes to DeRozan, and they double up DeRozan. A shot by Lowry, wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas is checked in for Nogueira. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam, and it's C.J. Miles in for Powell. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Laverne. Aldridge comes in for Kyle Anderson. Green is checked in for Rudy Gay. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
And Ibaka kicks to Miles. Back to Ibaka. Over Aldridge. Ibaka, no luck.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Aldridge can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 13. Lowry fires. Releases from the wing and drills it.
I think in terms of Kyle Lowry's value, it all starts with his jump shooting ability. There's a lot to like, but that might be his bread and butter. Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
Kicks to Miles. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Again, Ibaka missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard attacking, and Aldridge slams it in.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. They get it again. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Valanciunas.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Valanciunas with a screen on Leonard. Here's DeRozan, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Green with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Good on the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Spurs.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
He used that pick to get in close.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
And turnovers have been the issue for them.
You can see the coaches have gotten into them a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
Well, I think you have to admit that DeMar DeRozan is a guy who's gotten better with age. He's always been great, but I think now certainly one of the elite offensive players in the entire association.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying this NBA championship moment.
And you talk about a defining moment. This is it. They have played so well together. They deserve every ounce of this NBA championship moment.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.